According to leaked U.S. documents, Ukrainian agents carried out drone strikes in Belarus and Russia, and Kiev officials are also considering other targets outside the country's territory. Of at least 100 intelligence documents that came to light on social media platforms last week, 2 documents seized by NBC News appear to indicate that Ukraine has or has launched operations within the 2 countries. The finding is significant as Western countries, including the United States, have warned that such actions from Ukraine could cause partner countries to reconsider or limit military aid to Kiev. Asked about Tuesday's report, Foreign Minister Antony Blinken would not comment on so-called documents or specific actions Ukraine took when it came to defending its sovereignty, but said Ukraine had made its own decisions. Ukraine has to make decisions on how it can most effectively defend itself against Russian aggression and reclaim the territory seized from it, Blinken said at a foreign ministry press conference. We will give our advice if appropriate. We are giving the support, this is obvious, but Ukraine decides how it will actually carry out its efforts to reclaim its land, he said. A document marked Top Secret details 2 separate attacks, presumably planned by Kiev, that caused the least damage to a Belarusian military airport outside Minsk and a gas compressor station outside Moscow. A second document alleges that on February 28, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky proposed to hit Russian deployments with drones in the Rostov Oblast in southeast Ukraine. According to the document, the first attack in Belarus, Ukrainian security service officials found that their agents disobeyed orders and used a quadcopter drone to attack a Russian surveillance plane at an airspace Belarus on February 26. Russian surveillance aircraft were in ex-Soviet status as Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko allowed Moscow to deploy forces and military equipment in his country. 2 days later, on February 28, Russian authorities reported that Ukrainian forces had used a drone to hit a gas compression station in the Moscow suburbs, according to the document. Meanwhile, in newspaper regarding Zelensky's speech, leader suggested to Commander-in-Chief of Ukrainian Armed Forces, General Valery Zaluzny, and an unidentified second official, that Ukraine should attack Russian forces from border with drones instead of long-range missiles. The Biden administration has delayed supplying long-range missile systems and more advanced warplanes Ukraine, fearing that Ukraine could use such weapons hit targets inside Russia, causing the conflict escalate the West. NBC News and other sources were unable to independently verify much of the information contained in the leaked documents. The U.S. government hastily launched an interagency effort to investigate leak, while both Pentagon and Justice Department are investigating incident.